Namaste. Welcome everyone. So today's practice, we are following on from spring equinox, which officially marks the start of spring. So this means that we now have entered into a phase of equal hours of light and of dark. This is a really lovely time to think about what it is that we want to take forwards with us into the rest of the year. So a perfect time to set out intentions and to manifest our dreams. So we will begin by just coming into a comfortable seat, and as always, this can be whatever your body is needing today. Take cushions, blocks, rolled up blanket, have your legs extended, do whatever you need. But what we're looking to find is somewhere that we can really sit up tall, so extending up through the spine. And then bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra, the heart center. Have a little shrug out through the shoulders. And then allow your shoulders just to sink down away from the ears. Relaxing, softening the face and gently closing the eyes now. And then taking a lovely full inhalation through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. With every inhalation, just feeling yourself growing ever slightly taller through the spine. And with each exhalation, feel the whole body starting to soften. Feel yourself just sinking down to the support of your mat. These first few breaths are our invitation to our practice. They're about arriving, centering, and connecting. Just gently allowing the hands to press against the heart center. And as you breathe, feel that breath pressing against your hands. Feel the body starting to expand, starting to open. Directing the breath now deep into the belly as you inhale, really expanding into the abdomen. And exhale, feeling the navel just gently draw back towards the spine. Sides of the body. So as you inhale, feeling the rib cage starting to broaden, expanding. And then exhale, just letting it gently return. Any effort over the breath, just allow it to soften back to a gentle, natural rhythm. See if you could just allow the shoulders to soften down a little bit more. Just notice if you're holding on. Bowing the head forwards towards the heart. working with a mantra today. So just repeating after me. I honor my heart, my true teacher. I honor my heart, my true teacher. Take a lovely, deep, nourishing breath. And then just allow the hands to release down to the knees. Chin just melting down towards the chest, lengthening up through the spine, and then really trying to send the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, so we feel some length travel all the way up through the neck. And then with your next breath in, you're going to lift the chin away from the chest. Try and send the heart forwards and just slightly rocking forwards on your pelvis. As you exhale, rounding into the spine, so tucking the tail under, navel coming back towards the spine, chin towards the chest, gaze for the heart. Inhale, rock forward, shine the heart. Exhale, rounding. So we're going to take 3 more breaths like this. Turning back to a neutral spine, again elevating up through the neck, and then dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder. Try and keep the right shoulder just releasing down away from the ear. Inhale, travel up through center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, coming up. Once more, we lower right ear to right shoulder, pausing there this time. And if you want a little bit more, taking the right hand, reach up to the top of the head, so around the area of your left ear. Take an inhalation, and as you exhale, allow your right arm to become a little heavier, taking you slightly deeper into that stretch. And your option maybe to reach left fingertips down towards the mat. Bring awareness to your center, hugging the navel back to the spine, growing a little bit taller. One more breath. And then with an inhale, lifting up, releasing the arm, just let your head turn from side to side. Coming back through center, inhaling. Exhale, left ear drops to left shoulder. Again, we're just going to pause for a moment. Taking the left arm up, bringing the hand around the area of your right ear. And then let the arm become heavy. So as you exhale, just sinking slightly deeper into the stretch. Try and relax into the shoulders, relax into the jaw. Activate at your center, find that core stability. Maybe reaching the arm down towards the floor, so your right arm, right fingertips. And then inhaling as you come up, releasing the arms, and gently turning the head from side to side. Wonderful. Settling into a neutral position. Inhale, reach the arms out by your sides, palms facing forwards. Take a big circle as you lift them up above the head. letting the hands come together, palm to palm. Exhaling, bringing the hands down through the center line of the body, resting in front of the heart. Inhale, big circle, reach the arms wide, lifting overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. 3 more again, follow your rhythm, your breath. Last one. And when you arrive, just resting the hands in front of the heart, we're going to interlace the fingers, turning palms to face forwards towards me, and then pressing the hands away from you. So at the same time here, starting to round into the back, draw the navel towards the spine, tucking the tail under, chin dropping towards the chest, looking inwards towards your heart. And then press back between your shoulder blades at the same time as you press out through your hands. Beautiful. Release the arms, let them settle down to the knees. Inhale, lift and open the heart. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Coming back up to neutral, we're going to take the right hand behind the back. Left hand coming over to right knee. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, find your twist. So rotating towards the right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. And then taking that left arm behind, right hand to left knee. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find your twist. Soften into the neck. Inhaling, coming back. And then sweep the arms behind the back like you're about to clap your hands. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, extend the arms, lift and open the heart, lift the chin, lift the gaze. And then let yourself fold forwards. So let the head soften towards the earth, maybe lifting the arms away from the back a little bit more. If it feels good, you could just gently rock the chest from side to side. Wonderful, coming back up, nice big breath, release the arms, sweep them up overhead. And as you exhale, hands soften, settling at the heart. Pause there, take a deep breath. And then rubbing the palms together, start to feel a little bit of warmth building in your palms. Taking the hands over the eyes, soften for a moment. And then start to blink your eyes open beneath your hands, spreading your fingertips, allowing the light to return. Namaste. So releasing now to come onto our hands and knees. And when you get there, just start to move. So whatever comes naturally here, maybe reclosing the eyes and just wriggling around in your body. How does it feel? Bring awareness to the shoulders, to the neck, to the hips, the knees, wrists, the ankles. Lovely, and then settling in for a neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide, really plant them down to the earth. So we want to particularly be pressing down the knuckle base of the index finger. Feel some contact there, taking pressure away from the wrists. Actively push the ground away as you lift up between your shoulder blades. As you inhale, you're going to allow the belly to drop, lift the heart, and send the chest over to the left side. As you exhale, rounding the back, the chest comes over to the right side. Lovely, so inhale, come over to the left. Exhale, round over to the right. So imagine here that you're taking your heart into a lovely big circle. And And don't worry if you haven't quite got that happening. Any movement here is good. Just close your eyes, explore. Lovely, coming back to center, changing that movement. So we inhale the chest over to the right, exhale, rounding center over to the left. Inhale, dropping the belly, send the chest to the right, exhale, rounding over to the left. Again, just continue for a couple more. And then back into your neutral. The toes are tucked under, release them, let your hips sink back to your heels, finding child's pose, Balasana. Bend at the elbows, let the hands come towards each other, forehead for the earth. Take a block or a cushion under the head if you need. And a lovely big breath, breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. As you exhale, let your arms, let your whole body become heavy. Let it go. Maybe take a lovely big sigh out through the mouth. And then bringing awareness to the forehead, to the space between the eyebrows. And here we access into Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra. And this is where we find our intuition, seeing clearly what it is that we wish to create. Gently just start to roll your forehead from side to side, taking that lovely little massage into the frontal lobe of the brain. This action also super soothing for the nervous system. And then settle into center. Inhale, rising up to hands and knees, tucking the toes under, exhale, down facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Start to move through the legs, have a little pedal at the feet, bending one knee at a time. Just allow yourself to rock from side to side. And then as you inhale, just bring a little weight over the hands, looking to the front edge of your mat. As you exhale, bend the knees, press the hips for the sky. Inhale, hold forwards. Exhale, press back. And we're going to take this into more of a rippling action. So as you inhale, come up high, lift it up between the shoulder blades, looking forwards. As you exhale, bend the knees, this time skimming the mat, pressing the heels away. So inhale like a lovely wave. Exhale, knees skimming the mat, press back once more. Beautiful. Pausing in your downward dog for a moment. Step your feet out to the outside edges of the mat. Bending the knees. Connect through your hands. Spread fingers. Push the ground away. And sending the sit bones up for the sky. Feel a little length now coming through the spine. So we're looking back towards the feet, towards the back edge of the mat. Feel that lovely length up into the neck. Wonderful, guys. And then come up into the tiptoes as you lower the knees for the mat. Bring them into about hip distance apart. And then pressing through your left hand, sweep your right arm up for the sky. So we're rotating the chest. And then send your right arm underneath the left, scooping down to that right shoulder, right ear, dropping towards the mat. And then just let your left forearm rest down towards the floor. Close your eyes. Take a couple of lovely deep breaths. Wonderful. Inhaling to rise, press into that left arm. And then just pressing through the hands, take a few little circles over the wrists. Take it back the opposite way. And then pressing into your right hand. Left arm reaches up for the sky, rotating that torso. And then send your left arm under the right, dropping down, left shoulder, left ear, right arm just melts to the mat. Try and soften the hands, soften into your breath. Beautiful, and then inhaling as you rise. So keeping your hips stacking roughly over your knees, start to walk your hands forwards now as we come into our heart melting pose and the Hatha Asana. So lovely deep breath in, and as you exhale, start to sink the chest down towards the mat. So just be cautious here that you're not sinking your whole body forwards. That's going to be too much pressure coming into the shoulders. So you want to keep most of the weight, most of the stability happening through the lower half of the body. Navel hugging in and up. And then just let yourself melt forward. So maybe you're dropping your forehead down to the mat here. Maybe bringing a block underneath the head. If you have any pinching happening in the shoulders, we don't want that. So you could just bend the elbows, let the hands come towards each other. Or maybe bring the forehead onto the hands. But keep thinking about melting your heart, your chest down towards your mat. Just find your last couple of breaths. If you want to go a bit deeper, you could bring the chin to the mat, looking forward. Just be really mindful of any pinching through the neck, into the shoulders. And then slowly rising up, coming into our cat stretch. So push into your hands, really sending the navel in and up, pressing up between the shoulder blades. And then tuck your toes under, keeping that core engagement happening as you just start to hover your knees away from the mat. Keep pressing ground away. Lovely, and then lifting the hips. Have a little walk out through the legs. As you inhale, hover forwards. This time we're going to find our plank, so you might need to shuffle the feet just slightly further back, looking for that lovely long line through the body. Remembering that your option here would be to drop down to the knees, if you want to modify it a little bit. So press down through the hands. Again, we're lifting up between the shoulder blades, looking to the front edge of the mat, smiling, breathing, one more breath. And then as you exhale, gently lower the knees, hug the elbows in as you lower chin and chest to the mat. Finding your way all the way now onto your belly. And then bringing the hands in front, diamond position here, elbows nice and wide. Just let your forehead or the side of the face come down, resting onto the hands. Big toes come to touch as the heels drop apart. And then just take a rocking of the hips from side to side, softening through the belly, soften the shoulders. Lovely, guys. So carefully lifting up, you're going to take your left arm out to the side of the body, palm facing flat down to the earth. Your right hand is going to press down into the mat, and we're going to find a little roll over that left shoulder. So shoulder sinking down to the mat, press into your right hand as you start to roll the body. So the heart starts to twist towards the right side. Now really listen to what you feel here. We don't have to go very far into this. You feel that stretch coming into the front of the shoulder, into the pecs, front of the chest. If you want to go further, start to rock onto the side of the hips and maybe step your right foot behind you, bringing the toes down towards the mat. So you are in control here. Listen to your body, go as far as you need, making sure that there is no risky pain sensation. And then carefully take your time, roll yourself back. Bending that left elbow, bring the hand into center, just pause there. So big toes to touch, soften down to the mat. And then carefully lift. Right arm stretches out, palm flat to the mat. Try and sink the right shoulder towards the floor. Left hand presses down as we slowly start to push the ground away, rotating the chest to the left side of the mat. So maybe you're just staying here. You want a little bit more, starting to roll onto the side of the hips, stepping that left foot behind. Again, use this left hand to find your volume button. This side might feel totally different. Wonderful. Slowly coming back. Let the arms come in front, settle for a moment. And then pressing through the hands, coming back into a kneeling position here. And then roll through the shoulders, stretch the arms out wide. And sweeping your left arm underneath your right, wrapping around, finding Garudasana arms, eagle arms. So maybe bringing palm to palm, maybe finding an interlace. Try and broaden the back body, breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. Maybe sending the elbows ever so slightly higher. And then release, press the hands wide. This time, right arm comes under left, wrapping around. This might be completely different. So if you're pinchy here in the shoulders, just bring hands to the opposite shoulder. Again, direct the breath to where you feel this. Breathe to those shoulders. Maybe lifting the elbows slightly higher. And then release, pressing arms away. Just have a nice big shake out through the arms. And coming back to your hands and knees, toes downward facing dog. So walking the feet now up towards the hands, little steps. When you get to the front of your mat, bringing the hands onto the shins, draw the navel in and up, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling to let yourself surrender down, release the head, maybe step the feet slightly wider, big bend through those legs. Find your dangle. Maybe gripping the opposite elbow, maybe just hands releasing, maybe they're just dangling. Let your head really become heavy, give it a little shake like you're saying yes and no. And then bend the knees even more, pressing into your heels. Release the arms. Inhale, slowly unravel yourself all the way up to stand. When you get there, lift the shoulders up, back, and down. Consciously release. One more. Turning the palms face forward. And then inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, folding. Release the hands, release the head. Inhale, halfway lift, find space. Exhale, plant your hands, look back, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Releasing the knee. Inhale, rising, arms for the sky. Exhale, release the hands, sweeping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards, hover and find your plank. Adjust the feet if you need. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, either drop to the knees or hover down, chaturanga, coming all the way onto the belly. Bringing the hands out wide, come onto your fingertips. Forehead pressing down into the mat, tops of the feet press into the earth. As you inhale now, engage the glutes, pressing the pubic bone down to the floor. Start to peel the chest, peel the forehead away from the mat. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Lift and open your chest. Exhale, release, let go. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, surrender. Last one. Bring the hands in, plant down to the mat, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, right leg lifts. Looking forwards, big step to the front of the mat. Left foot follows. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend through the knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, look back. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Release the knee. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands come down. Sweep back, downward dog. Take a breath. Inhaling, left foot for the sky, look forwards, big step to the front. Right foot follows, inhale, halfway. Exhaling to fold. Bend through the knees, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. So one more round like that, inhale. Inhale for space. Exhale, right foot stepping back. Release the knee. Inhale, lift. Smile. Exhale, release back. Downward dog. Inhale, right foot for the sky. Look forward, step it through. Left foot follows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, hands for heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, look back, left foot for the back of the mat. Drop the knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps through. Exhale, right follows. Inhale for space. Exhale to fold. Pause there. The right hand now comes to the outer left ankle. As you inhale, sweeping left arm up for the sky, bending into your right knee. Maybe the left leg straightens a little bit more. Try and bring the gaze up towards the hand. And then release, bend both the knees, let it go. Inhale for space. Exhale, soften. Changing sides, left hand for right ankle. Inhale, right arm lifts, bending into the left leg. And then releasing down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. So bending through the legs, push into your
heels. Hug the navel in and up. We're going to lift the hands, lift the heart, sitting into our imaginary chair, Utkatasana. Lovely here. So we should be able to lift the toes, give a little wiggle, bring weight back into the heels, neutralizing through the spine, draw the belly in, send the tailbone down towards the mat. Relax your shoulders, lift your arms, maybe separate them a little wider, shine that heart, smile, lovely big breath. And then inhale, rising up, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart, big breath. This time, inhale, bend the knees, sweep the fingertips down to the mat. And we're going to find a little back bend, lift and open the heart, squeeze the bottom, press the hips forwards. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back, find your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, your choice, either drop to the knees or hold there, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause. Inhale, the right leg lifts up for the sky. Look forwards, step it through to the front of the mat. So take a moment here to activate into your left leg, pressing back towards the heel. Find control at your center. So hug the navel in, start to activate into the glutes. Relax the toes of your right foot, one at the front. We're going to lift ourselves all the way up. Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1. Bend your elbows, taking them out wide, palms face forwards for cactus arms. Now as you inhale, try and draw the elbows back towards each other, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. So you should start to really feel that now coming through the front of that left hip flexor into the psoas muscle. This is the muscle of the soul. One more big breath. And then we're going to spin open into our warrior 2. Lovely. So you might need to shuffle that right foot a little further forwards. Just be mindful of how this knee feels. Try and keep activating at your center. Make sure you're not just reaching forwards here. A little tug back on that right arm. Hug the belly in, left arm, sorry. And then inhale, straighten the leg, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, open out. Maybe you could get a little bit deeper into those legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Last one. Holding here for a moment. And then we're going to take this right arm back, bring the hands behind you like you're interlace the fingers, extending the arms, lift the heart, looking up. And then see if you could just rotate a little bit so you're kind of facing more towards that front leg. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to bow forwards. So just check the right leg isn't collapsing out, keep planting down through the big toe side of the foot, drawing navel in. One more big breath. Humble warrior. Inhale, coming all the way up. Open the arms, warrior 2. Now we're going to straighten the legs, turn the toes for the long edge of the mat. And then bringing the hands to the heart. Heels stepping in slightly, bend the knees, sink into your goddess. And then just start to rock. Shifting weight from one foot to the other, maybe lifting the toes as you do. And then settling in just a little bit deeper. Inhale, rising up. Rotating that right foot, followed by the left. Windmill the arms over your right foot. Send your right leg back once more into your plank. Inhale here. Exhale through your choice of lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Inhale up into the tiptoes, bend the knees, look forwards, walk, step, or find a little hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way up. Again, maybe finding a little back bend here. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhaling, stepping left foot back. Right foot follows. Pause, find your plank. Inhale. Exhale, your choice. Drop to the knees or hover. Any point, you can take a child's pose, guys. Listen to your body. Inhale, lift cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So inhaling, left foot up for the sky. Looking forwards, big step to the front of the mat to pause. Strong into the right leg, press back into your heel, activate your glutes. Inhale to rise. Exhale, open the arms out, soften the shoulders, shine the heart forwards, smile. So maybe you could draw the elbows ever so slightly back towards each other, feel the shoulders settle down. Try and knit the lower ribs in, activate your core, hug the belly in. Maybe bend a little bit deeper into that front leg. Last breath. And then opening out, finding warrior two. Adjust through the feet as you need, settle into the shoulders, pressing out through the fingertips. Now if you're really gripping on with the front toes, walk that foot slightly further away until you feel the weight running down into your heel. Feel that stability. Inhale, straighten the leg, lift up. Exhaling to open. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. So holding here. Taking the arms behind the back, interlace fingers. So we're slightly rotating to look towards the front edge of the mat, drawing the hands back towards that right foot. Inhale, lift the heart, drawing the hands away. As you exhale, folding forwards, bowing towards the earth. Maybe taking those hands a little further away from the back. As you inhale, rising back up, straighten into the legs, turning to the long edge of the mat, arms reaching around in front, coming to prayer position. Soften your shoulders. So again, heels coming in, bend the knees, find your goddess. Have a little shift of the weight from side to side. Rolling out through your shoulders. Just tuning into the breath. And then we're going to pivot back around, framing that front foot, stepping back, take your plank one last time. This time we're going to lower ourselves all the way down onto the belly, so get there however you would like. Beautiful, guys. Take a moment, forehead coming to touch the earth. And then bending your right leg, heel coming towards the bottom. Reaching back with your right arm, we're going to take a grip around the ankle. Now sending your left arm out in front. I want you to first of all lift up onto your fingertips. Start to kick your foot back into your hand. Feel your right shoulder drawing back as you lift your heart. Try and keep your left leg extending. Press out through the left tiptoes. And then slowly release it down. Extend the legs, let yourself settle. Changing sides, left leg bends up. Right arm reaching out in front, reach back with your left arm gripping around the ankle. Or the top of the foot, wherever we get to. Inhale up into your fingertips. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Start to kick into that hand. Feel your left shoulder being pulled back. Now activate your right leg. Reach back through the tiptoes. Feel your glutes switch on. Press the tummy down into the mat. Feel that core engagement. Lift a little higher. Breathe. And then release, settle down to the earth. So your option here would be to sink back into your child's pose. Take some rest. Or coming into your full bow pose, down the rest. So if we're coming to bow, both legs now coming in. Reaching back, taking a grip around both of the ankles. Try not to pull your feet apart here. Try and keep everything kind of lined up. Heels roughly in line with the hips. Inhaling, start to lift the heart, kicking back into those hands. So feel that you're trying to draw that heart forwards to the front edge of your mat. Shoulders starting to reach back. And then begin to really kick up towards the ceiling. So we engage into the glutes, squeeze the bottom, press the pubic lip bone down into the mat as you lift up a little bit higher. Smile. And then slowly, carefully lower. Don't let the feet fly away. Just take your time. Bring the arms in front. Extend the legs. And then taking your left knee out to the side of the body. Just bringing your right ear down to the mat. Let yourself settle into cryosleep. And bring your awareness to your heart, maybe feeling it really pumping down into the earth now. And let the breath slow and deepen. And then carefully extending the left leg, changing direction, right knee coming out into the left side of the face. Feel the support from the earth beneath you. Let yourself be held. And very slowly, feeling yourself away from the mat, pressing back, take your child's pose. And this time let your arms travel back by your sides, palms face up, let the shoulders drop forwards, the elbows drop forwards, feel the forehead firmly connected to your mat. Play around with the distance between the knees. Find a place where you can just settle here for a moment. Let the back of the heart be open. Soften. your time, carefully bringing yourself back up to sit. Finding your way onto your bottom. We're just going to finish here, coming into a bit of flexion for the spine, a bit of rounding after our back bend. So bringing the feet together, soles of the feet together for our bound angle. And then sitting yourself nice and tall. Taking the feet maybe just a little further away from you. So we're looking for a nice big diamond shape here. Tilting this forwards on the pelvis. If you really struggle with this, bringing a cushion or blanket or a block underneath. And just try and sit onto the front edge if you're using a cushion, so it just tilts you forwards. Nice big breath. As you exhale, gently surrendering over the legs. If you find bound angle a little intense, or if you've got issues going on with the knees here, you could come to a version of your Paschimottanasana, having soles of the feet flat to the floor, knees slightly bent up, and let yourself just drop down over the legs. So what we're looking for here is the flexion into the spine rather than the intense stretch into the hamstrings. So make sure you have legs bent enough to be able to really start to fold and melt forwards. Maybe wrap the arms onto the legs. So those are your two options. Just close your eyes, relax your face. Every exhalation, feel yourself just releasing any guard that is there. What are you holding on to? What are the barriers here that are preventing you from going a little further? You can take this questioning off the mat as well. What is preventing you from getting to where you want to be, from achieving your goals, your dreams? What could you do now to let them go? How are you getting in your own way? Coming just to your final 3 breaths. And then take your time, slowly unravel. Just bring the hands to the outside edges of the knees, draw the knees in towards each other. And leaning back into the hands, step your feet wide. Let the knees close in, maybe finding a little windshield wiper here. Lovely. Releasing the cushion or any props that you have. And we're going to find our way now onto our back. And we're going to take a little gentle open through the chest. So using your cushion, your pillow, or a rolled up blanket, but make sure it's not too high. This wants to be really nice, subtle opening. And you're just going to bring your cushion, ideally a longer cushion or a pillow would work best for this instead of a square one. Taking hold of 2 top corners, bring them up underneath your armpits. And then slowly lower yourself down. Allowing your shoulders to drop back towards the mat. Arms opening into a T shape. So we should find that lift underneath the upper back, so you feel your chest starting to lift and open towards the sky. palms facing up. Now you could have your feet flat to the floor, you could have the knees dropping to rest towards each other, you could have the legs extended. This is a little bit more on the low back, so if you find that intense, just stay in here. And eyes softly closed. Take awareness to the space between your eyebrows. See if you could soften it. If you could lay the weight of the arms, the weight of the head back towards the earth. Allowing yourself to be open. Soften your hands, just a little gentle bend through your feet. And then bringing your focus, your awareness to your heart. See if you can visualize a candle flame, the center of your heart. Visualize the intense, warm glow at the center of the flame. Watch it flicker, watch it dance. Maybe each breath allows this flame to grow a little bit bigger. Become aware of a feeling of warmth, a feeling of heat at the center point of this flame. Start to feel that warmth spreading out through the chest, spreading out through each of your arms, coming down towards your belly, coming up towards your neck. Feel it now fill the palms of your hands. Spreading down through your legs, past your knees, all the way down the shins, ankles, feeling it now, radiating out through the soles of your feet. Feel it travel up through the face, feel warmth in your cheeks, around your eyes, radiating out through the crown of your head. Awareness now traveling back to the palms of the hands. Feel that heat, and then carefully bring the hands together in front of the chest, pressing palm to palm, being aware of that energy. And then placing your left hand to your heart, your right hand on top. So we're now bringing all of that warmth, that energy back to the heart. Holding onto your heart. What would you like to take forwards with you into the rest of the year? What seed of intention could you plant right now? And I want you to see if you could just welcome a word to arise. Without overthinking this, just allow a word that describes how you would like to feel as you move forwards. What is it that you want to invite, to evoke within yourself? Slowly opening the arms up. We're going to take our time to very carefully roll onto our right side. Hugging the arms around the knees, curl yourself up into a tight little ball. Give yourself a cuddle. Let's come back to that one. And then reframing it, repeating after me.
something that you want to happen in the future into something that is, something that is present. I am. So press down through your left hand. Keep the eyes closed if you can.